Hello, this is Beverly with the Intuitive Interior. It is time for the August I Ching and energy reading. So technically, because of the way that the Chinese calendar works, this energy doesn't officially hit until the 7th. But, you know, it's the 5th. By the time you guys read this or watch this, not read this, I mean, I'm talking, it'll already be that time. So anyway, the first thing I wanted to share is that we are going into a wood monkey month. Now, you know, the wood element is one that's very focused, very goal-oriented, typically very meticulous, which works quite well with monkey energy because the monkey, well, think about monkeys in the zoo. They generally are very playful, happy, mischievous, creative, smart, but when they get a little irritated, they can overreact just a little bit. You know, think about the, throwing poop at people if they're really angry. So the good news is that the wood element is going to kind of moderate some of that over frustration and try to tamp down on some of that. But be aware that this month kind of can mean that people's tempers may flare just a little bit. So some of the other key phrases or key words that I associate with monkeys is resourceful, disciplined, meticulous, and very imaginative. They're not afraid to take risks, but they can get a little crafty and a little bit overconfident, so guard against that. So the next thing though I did is I went ahead and drew the I Ching cards. What came up with was number 51, the arousing. The specific focus line on this is number 3, so if you want to look up more details on this, you can online. It talks about, it is a double fire element, so you've got the 2 trigrams here for the fire element. I'll go ahead and hold it up a little bit more so you can read a little bit easier maybe. But it talks about shock, a crisis, upheaval, awe-inspiring, dramatic power shifts, unpredictability, and a shake-up that is a wake-up. Yay! Because, we haven't had enough of that going on, right? But the specific line, focus line, again, being 3, the deck that I'm working with is this one, and so what I was looking at is the number 3 in there. It cautions that we're kind of actually in a little bit of that lull. So we've already had one big earthquake. Now we're in this kind of lull, the quiet before the storm. But to be very aware that there is a much bigger aftershock coming. Again, yay. So that's the first card that I drew. The second card was this one, number 45, gathering together. Obviously, in the time of COVID, we still can't really do that. But the focus line here, number 6, it really implores all of us to consider reaching out, finding a way to celebrate, to have a meal together, to sing, to dance, do whatever it takes just to kind of extend yourself a little bit towards others, because we've all gotten so good at self-isolation. Well, some of us really have. It's time to also start to reach back out again. In fact, just today, I felt called to go and check up the food bank check out their local food bank. They had some volunteer opportunities, so I'm actually gonna mask up and glove up and go help get some of the food boxes ready for those in need. That is a great opportunity to go do that. And what's funny is I actually signed up before I even pulled the card. It's like, wow, I'm already ahead of the game, so cool. Again, the words on the bottom here talks about massing, converging, unifying, assembling, combining forces, and the sum is greater than the parts. So there are lots of opportunities to gather together with like-minded individuals working towards a common goal, just maybe not together, The final card was this one. You should be a little concerned. It is called the Abysmal. It is card 29. The focus line is 5. Everything about this card, it's a double water card. So you've got this trigram here. Both of those are water elements. And when you've got both of those together, really, really means, you know, that is the danger, danger, danger sign. That is saying, okay, it's, you know, you gotta like pay attention. It's talking about danger, insecurity, overwhelm, unpredictability, hazardous conditions, dark emotions, but facing fear and courage. So what I find is, you know, is quite interesting is the danger, anytime there is a crisis, okay, let me kind of back up a little bit here. The Chinese symbol for crisis, which also is, you know, danger, actually also corresponds with the symbol for opportunity. So think about this. Every crisis, every negative, there is an opportunity to, you know, to find in there once the actual crisis is passed. I mean, if the crisis has not passed, the caution here is stay just focused on the essentials. Make sure you've got the essentials. You'll start looking ahead, but make sure that you are safe. So again, talking about that earthquake earlier in, you know, the double fire card, make sure the building that you're in is stable before you start thinking about redecorating and getting new drapes. That's kind of what that's talking about. But the focus line 5, again, specifically suggests for us to, you know, once we've kind of mastered that panic, that, you know, the example that the book gave is that, you know, once you've been in a flood up to your neck and you actually mastered that panic and were able to get yourself pulled out of it and are now safe on a rock, pass up on the opportunity to stand up on that rock with a bullhorn saying, I am the master of the world, because you got yourself out of a bad situation. Well, guess what? The water's going to, I mean, yes, be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. But eventually that flood is going to go away. The water's going to go down. You're going to be, and then you'll find yourself standing up on this rock with this megaphone going, okay, I'm standing on a rock and I'm calling myself the king of the world or the queen of the universe, whatever. It's a little bit embarrassing. So a little bit of humility, keep yourself grounded. This is going to be a bumpy month, just because the rest of the months up to this point have been so easy. But we'll all get through it together. That's what I'm here for. Please follow me on here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. Share this with your friends so they can be prepared for what's coming up. And let's try to keep that little monkey mind a little bit focused. So take this opportunity to make sure you've got your essentials grounded, that you are aware that the sands are shifting, that the boat is going to be rocking. Learn how to dance with it, okay? Find people in your community to kind of flow with it, dance with it, and embrace the shift. I was about to say embrace the suck, but because that might be part of it too. But anyway, if you've got anything, any questions, please comment below. I will do my best to answer it. If you have any suggestions for any other videos you'd like me to do, please comment below and I'll see what I can do. Thank you so much and have a happy, happy Wood Monkey month of August.